Hello everyone. Today we would like to go over Lab 7 where we're going to learn about auxiliary views and inclined extrusion, or how to develop an inclined plane for sketching on an inclined plane and doing extrusion. So and mainly we're going to do this lab as you can see here. So let's go to solid. Let's first, the most dimension we have here is going to be on the top view. So we're going to start from the top view. So open, solid edge, new, dimensions are in millimeters. So I'm going to choose either NC, millimeter, metric. Okay, open. So we're going to go to the top view, and I start with a rectangle by center, and as you can see I have 15, 45 the length, the width, and the height is 15. And so let me make it fit. So this is too big, so we're gonna make it like this. That's good enough. I will also make a line to the tip edge here. It's gonna be vertical, and another line, not necessarily. Okay, I will get a circle by center. Actually, I'm planning to draw this circle here, this area here. So as you can see, 5 millimeter, and the bigger circle is 10 millimeter, so it's 10 millimeter all over. So we would like to locate that. So I'm going to go circle by center, choose 10 millimeter, 10, and I'm going to make it tangent. Okay, let me choose tangent. Circle by tangent. Where is tangent circle? Yeah. And the diameter is 10. Let me make sure this dimension is 10. Okay, so let's make it 10. And let's make sure this dimension is 15. And this dimension is 45. Okay. So now the circle by the tangent circle, the diameter is 10. Enter. And then we're going to go tangent at this location. Okay. Now, since I have the same center, the circle line here, I'm going to go on the same line. Sorry, I'm going to make a circle by center. How much? Sorry, 10. Oh, okay, we'll leave it now. Okay, now let's get a line first. Then enter. Tangent circle at here, and this should be 10. And very good. Oops. Okay, now let's go to the line, create the vertical line. Okay, do the same thing, the bottom, make a vertical line, tangent. So now let's start cleaning. Get rid of this part, get rid of this part. Okay, get the other circle by center, and this diameter is 5, and it's going to be in the center, and go back here, it's going to be in the center. Right click, oh sorry, another 5, about 5 with the center line here. Okay, and the distance from the center line, from the center of the circle to this one, this edge should be 5, so 5. Good. Now we need to get the line tangent to the circle, horizontal, touch the circle, horizontal till it touch. Okay. Now let's start cleaning. I'm gonna clean this thing and clean this line. Good. Clean this curve. Clean this curve. Okay. Clean this curve and clean this curve. Clean this part and clean this part. Now let's do the fillet. So I'm gonna choose a fillet, fillet, and I'm gonna select this edge, and this should be 2. Enter. Then if I click on the other, it's gonna be 2. This one is gonna be 2, and this one is gonna be 2. This way we created the base of the drawing. And let's go to the home and extrude. I'm going to use face, highlight, right click. I don't want to go up, I'm going to go down. How much? 5. Okay. So now we finish with this part, with the base part. Let's make sure the top view. Let's make sure about the dimensions are correct. From the center to the other center should be 25, correct. The circle here is okay, so it's 5 and the other one is 5. Okay, that's good. That's okay, 5, that's good. And the dimension from the edge here to the edge here is 45. Yes. So far so good. Now let's see what we have else. Okay, so this is okay. So we're done with the base. Let's go back and do the extrusion. So go home. We're done with the extrusion. Now we need to create a plane. So how are we gonna create a plane? See, we're gonna go to this plane here, or just create a plane. So now I'm gonna touch the top plane. You see this top plane? Now I already choose the top plane. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this wheel to the edge of the plane. You see the edge here at the corner? Yeah, the edge here. Yes, I'm here. And then I'm gonna click on the wheel. You see the wheel here? I'm gonna click on the wheel. Now it can move up and down as a curve around this edge here. You see this plane here? So all what I need now, I need to make an angle, how much? 45 degrees. So I'm gonna type 45. Enter. So now I created a plane. This plane is a 45 degrees. Now we need to start the sketch, the new sketch on this plane. So I need a circle by center and this circle by center. It has to be in this sketch. So I need to, once the plane is highlighted, you see that there is a F3 here. You see this F3? Sorry. Once the plane is highlighted, this plane is highlighted, press F3. When you press F3, you see the F3 are in the corner here, on the side, to the right side of it. This means that any drawing I'm drawing is going to be on this inclined plane. So in this inclined plane, I need to do a circle, and the circle should be from the center of this line here. So I'm going to go up vertical, see from the center here, up, and this is how much. I'm going to say 15. What is this line? Okay, 15. And so let's make sure. So this circle is 15. It is 15. Okay, so now, and it's okay. The distance, okay, between the edge here to the center of the circle in this plane, in this line here, should be how much? Should be 17. So, okay, and the inside circle is 7.5. As you can see, 15, 7.5. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm gonna go to a circle by center. Or let's do the dimension first. Okay, let's go to the dimension. And the dimension will be the center of the circle, between the center of the circle and to the edge here. You see the edge here? And this should be how much? 17. Oops. Okay, so I need to get rid of this. Let me redo it again. I don't know what it, oh, it seems stuck here. Let me make sure again. The distance between the center of the circle and the edge here, this should be, no, okay, so now I need to change the dimension. Okay. I'm gonna delete it better. Okay, now let's go back again. I'm gonna circle by center, okay, and I'm gonna highlight the plane F3. Now I'm in this plane. So now starting from the center here, I'm gonna go up. And do a circle 7.5, 7.5. Okay, this is a smaller circle. Let's identify the distance first. So the distance between the center of the circle and the tip edge here, the middle here, this should be 17. Okay. Now let's get the other circle. Circle by 7. 15. Let's make sure the circle here 15 and the circle here should be 7.5, so I'm gonna make it 7.5. Okay, now we need to, I can look at this side here. Okay, that's fine. And get it down here. It's gonna move until it becomes vertical and it touches the edge. Move from here to the edge, and I'm gonna close it with this one, with this line. Okay, and I'm gonna trim half of the circle this way. So now let's look at the, so as you can see, we did the sketch on the plane that has a 45-degree inclination from the edge here, from the center. So now what is the next step? The next step is to do extrusion. We need to do extrusion but in inclined plane. So I'm going to take the face, that's fine. So I'm going to click on this face and right click. So now you go this way, or you want to go this way. Of course I want to go down, but I can't go down like this. I have to choose where this one should stop. It should stop once it touch the base. So this is how we decide about that. You see, look here, when you click this one here, finite through all, through next, mean that it will stop once it touches the next one. So I'm going to say through next, and I go not up, I'm going to be down. When you click down, then it comes automatically, it will stop at the base. As you can see here, so we did the, but now we need to make the circle or the hole all the way. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to say extrusion, and go look back here at the extrusion. Instead of add, I'm going to say cut. So now I'm going to cut what? And instead of face, I'm going to say cut a chain. Okay, and the chain will be the circle here. You see the circle here, then I'm going to right click, so go all the way down. I'm going to say cut what? Cut through all. So I'm going to go this way, click down, click, now it is through all, as you can see. Okay, so this will finish the lab for today. And now let's go to the, oh, before we do that, let's save the lab under lab 7. File, save as, and this should be lab 7. Save. Yes. Okay, so now let's open the draft sheet. New. As we mentioned, always you're going to use the draft sheet for the English. Okay, inches. Double click on sheet 1 and choose size B. Okay, make it fit. Go to view wizard and get lab 7. Say okay, open. This looks too big, so I'm gonna change the scale to be 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Okay, that's a good scale. So I'm gonna put the scale here. This is the side view, and this should be the top view. And this is the isometric. So right click to get out. I'm gonna move the isometric from here to put it somewhere here. And go back again here and try to shade it. So click on it and get gray shaded, and then go to the drawing and say update. Now let's put the dimension here. So what we have here, we have the extrusion, which is 5. Oh, sorry, this is not the right one. So I'm going to go to 1.75, and in inches I'm going to make it millimeter. So this will apply to everything. So now we're going to say, okay, now click on this one. So now we're going to make it 5. What about the circle here? The radius r. Here is the phi is 5. Okay, now the dimension x from this to this is what, the 45, and the other one, what is the dimension here? From the center of the circle to the other circle here, the 25, and what the other one here. Now I'm going to zoom more so I can put the other dimension. Zoom area. Okay. So I need x from here to here. This is 15, and then the radius here, this is, okay, I can do it like x from the center of the circle to the edge here is 5, and okay, what else? I think this, okay, now let's get x, the distance from here to here, the 45. Okay, what else we are missing? Okay, 45, 5, 15. Oh, there are the curves. Okay, so let's do that. What about the curves? Okay, so these curves, 2 millimeter, and so on. Let me do it in the bottom here. Okay. Okay, now let's set. Now we need to learn how to do auxiliary views. You see auxiliary views here on the under drawing views. So the auxiliary views is this one here. I'm going to click on auxiliary view. So here is the steps. You click on auxiliary view and you look at which way you want to look. So you look in a plane parallel to this plane or a plane parallel to this plane. So when you see the line, you click. So I want it parallel to this plane. So once I have it parallel to the 45 degrees, I'm going to click and then move it up. And this is how I create the auxiliary view. Okay, so now this is the auxiliary view, is called view AA. Okay, now I can start playing with the locations of every drawing to make it distributed efficiently. If I want to know what the dimension between the edge here to the other edge here, which should be 35. What else? Okay, yeah, now I need to get the dimension and the circle. So let's go here. So the curve here, this is the radius 0.5, and this is the circle here. 25, and I need the distance from the circle of the center. So now I don't want it no horizontal vertical. I'm gonna make it by 2 point, distance by 2 point, means the distance from the center of the circle to the middle of the point of the line here. You see the middle of the, click here, and this should be the 17. So we succeeded and we almost done. The only thing left now will be oh, the angle. Okay, let's do the angle. How can I do the angle? The best way to do the angle is to zoom. I'm gonna zoom at this area here and say, okay, you see this angle here, angle between. So I'm gonna choose any point in the middle. Don't choose a certain, and okay. So I needed 45 degrees. Okay, so this is what I want. So now let's fit. Okay, what else? So now let's put the title. I'm gonna choose A, the text A. I'm gonna make it 2, bold. I'm gonna type it somewhere here, lab 7 dash my last name. Okay, now I need to move it to the location, and I'm done. This will conclude our session today. This is what we learned today: how to do auxiliary views and how to draw a sketch in an inclined plane. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.